Yuppie, yuppie. I don't have my light on. Good morning. How is everybody? Girl, it's the fall. It's here. The fall has arrived. I got my long sleeve shirt on looking for a sweater. Girl, it's cold. I can't do it. I can't do it. Good morning. Good morning. There she is, Brooke. Good morning. Hey, Franny. How are you? Victoria. It's cold outside. I know. The fall is here. For anybody that wasn't sure or lives south of New Jersey, it's fall. Kind of on time, Kelly. Not completely. Yay for fall. I know. Time to go get yourself pumpkin something. Get it. It's chilly in Virginia. Oh, Brian, I'm so sorry. We've had a lot. I did have a tank top on yesterday. Now I'm freezing. So I just want to say, Brian has a funeral today. We lost a member of our community yesterday. If she's here, she can tell us, but, well, our community family. And today is the anniversary of my dad's passing. It is a day. It is a day. So keep your chin up. So we'll see. You didn't get notified today? So yeah, so a lot of things happening in the universe, people crossing over, which makes us miss all of them. So my heart goes out to everybody today that might be missing someone. So many sad things, I know. Many hugs and eat some mozzarella sticks. That was my dad. You get mozzarella sticks. You get mozzarella sticks. So it's a thing. Oh yeah. Di posted a bunch of lovely things yesterday. Or this morning. Maybe it was last night. I don't know when she posted it. So yeah. We just need a group hug and a good ugly cry. Girl, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. And then there's that. Yeah. I did hear about those girls. Yeah, something going on. Who passed? I don't want to speak out of turn, but someone lost someone in our community. My dad would have been 114 today. Wow. Wow. So yeah, so just sending lots of love to anybody who's dealing with loss today. I'm feeling sad. And then Jane Goodall, you had to take her? Jane, right? Jane Goodall. She was just like, you know what? I love apes. And she just ran with it. So anyway, yes, the dog definitely wants in, but she's a farter. Lulu, did you get all your farts out outside? Did you? She's like, I think I did, but maybe I didn't. All right. Come on. I know you're up to no good. Mm-hmm. I know, who doesn't? If we kept the farts out there, Jerry would be spending all his days in the backyard. You know, every once in a while he deserves that. He deserves it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyhow. So, love from Scotland, sister. Brian Dugan. All right. Good to see you. Yeah, it's bad. Come here, you want to say hi to people? Come here. Okay. Oh, Franny, did you just become a supporter? That's so exciting. Did you say hi to people? Mm-hmm. Did you say hi to people? Okay, I do it. Okay, so in an attempt to finish up some videos that I've been working on, I was going through like old like hard drives that have pictures and videos on them from the kids when they were little, whatever. I find a video of Jacqueline and Brooke, and we're at like a Chardonnay Go event or something. We're trying to sell something. I don't know. They're bored, and whenever they would be bored, they would do dances. You know, the one where they were just doing this thing, that thing, and then there was one where they just did this. I don't know what any of these are called. Anyway, so they're probably in like junior high, right? And they're all awkward and they're just gangly. And so they're dancing. And is it the floss? Is that this one? And then what is this one where they just went? That one? It was real weird, real dumb. Anyway, so it's two of them dancing. So I decide I'm gonna send this to them. This will be a nice good morning video, right? So I download it and I stick it into a text on my computer that has all the kids and my mom in it. So I put it in the text and I said, thought you might enjoy this. And then I go on about my day and I hop in the shower. And then I see a text from my renter at my house, who's been there for a while. We had been texting about some things coming up. And hey, Kemi, I got to make it to New Zealand one day. And I see a text from her. Now, we had been texting last night, so I thought she was like, hey, we would like to extend, or this, or this, or this, right? No. She said, oh, that was funny. And I'm thinking, what did I say that was funny? And then I look, I click on it, and I sent her the video of my daughters dancing this morning, just with a note that said, thought you might find this amusing. Did you change the texture of your hair? Hold on. Have you noticed the texture changes since letting that? I keep getting more, and I'm curious about the texture. But you realize it would be different for everyone? Yeah, no, the texture for sure is different. It's like it frays a lot. Silver hair. It's dry. So I'm trying to find like good products. So I'm finding that if I hit it with like a gel and hairspray to get it to stick together, then it doesn't fray as much. I'm still working on it. Thanks, Sheila. I sent the renter the video of my daughters dancing with very little explanation other than, thought you might find this funny. And she did, ironically. And I literally couldn't stop laughing. So I just wrote, ha ha ha, I'm so sorry. Ha ha, that was for my daughters. Ha ha. I don't normally send people random video. It was early. It was like 6:30 this morning because I'm up at 5 like a dum-dum. So it was like midday for me. But she woke up this morning to this video of my daughters doing the floss randomly. What is the worst thing that you have sent to the wrong person and you were like desperately trying to unsend it. Tell me a story. Tell me a time where you were like, this should never have gone. Mm-hmm. Judith wants to know if there are any other 67-year-old Swifties out there. I don't really know any Swifties. It's even worse than the time I actually faced the mom of a client and then sent her a text that said poops instead of oops. Uh-huh. What? You look like Sarah J, the actress. I will take that as a compliment. Mm-hmm. I said I love you at the end of a call with my son's teacher. Exactly. Missy's done that. I've called Missy for something for work when she was working with me. And I was like, bada, 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 bada. She's like, all right, I love you, bye. And then she hung up. And then I felt bad for not saying I love you back. So I called her back. And I said, I just wanted you to know. And she got really quiet. I was like, I love you too. And then she started crying. She goes, I was hoping you didn't hear it. I go, you literally like, I love you. She goes, I didn't say it like that. I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure you licked your lips when you did. She's like, I didn't do any of that. I accidentally sent a coworker an email about her. My good friends went on a romantic getaway, and I texted my boss and asked him if they was already getting it in. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's a great corn star. Oh. I did not know that. One time somebody thought that I was, so I had just had some babies. This is not a complimentary story, but it is. I had just had a bunch of babies, as one does. And I was hanging out with another comic, waiting outside of this party that it was like a bachelor party. And they were like, oh, the girls are gonna come. And I was like, well, that's my exit. So I leave. I was like, I don't need to stay for this. And then one of the girls showed up and was like, are you ready? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then somebody was like, she thinks you're the other. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you think I could be? And she was like, no, I totally thought you were. I was like, I just had a baby. But you need that kind of affirmation. I was on a trip. I kept calling a guy named Bob Jim. He kept correcting me, and I kept saying it. Okay. And I sent a text to the person of whom I was talking about. I meant to send it to my other friend, but I sent it to the one we were talking about. That seems like a thing. I accidentally Facebook friend requested my son's new girlfriend. Luckily, she is now my daughter-in-law. Aw. Uh-huh. I dropped some corn off at my grandpa's. He wasn't home, so I sent him a text, and I said, I left some corn on your front porch. As one does. Mm-hmm. Little Emma is 3, and this morning she decided while I was in the shower to call 20 people in my phone. Some are people I don't even speak to any longer. And now you gotta be like, no, I was just checking in, even though I haven't talked to you in 25 years. Okay. I sent a message meant for my best friend to my husband, talking about him badly when I was mad at him. He wrote back asking me who I meant to send this to. You. I meant to send it to you. Mm-hmm. Ugh, real close. My sister and I had a group text with our brother and a side chat to make fun of our brother. One of us posted a snarky comment to the group chat that was definitely meant for the side chat. Okay, go morning. I sent my husband a text message that was meant for my sister-in-law saying how good single life looks like right now. Babe, where people are telling me like texts that they've sent to people that they should not have. Have you ever done that?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty careful about that.
Of course you are. I sent the renter a video of Jacqueline and Brooke dancing this morning at 6:30. Not a text. I had just hung up on my husband. I was furious. A minute later, the phone rings. I scream into it. What the hell you want now? It was my mother-in-law. Uh-huh. When I was going through my divorce, I sent an email to my lawyer about how exasperated I was about the process that was meant for my best friend. My lawyer almost dropped me. Well, I mean, that's got to be reasonable. One time I texted my bestie Lisa about my pain in the ass husband, but I ended up texting his sister, whose name is Lisa. Thankfully, she thinks he's a pain in the ass also. Joe, right after this, we're going to get to potato salad, so stay tuned. When teaching to a parent about her kid instead of to the other teacher, I ran all over school trying to find tech to unsend, but impossible to unsend. I obsessed about it all weekend. Oh my gosh. I called a guy in school Mitch for a year or so in school before he corrected me, and he said his name was Dennis. So now his name is forever Mitch. Like, why do people do that? Like, if I call you the wrong name and you don't correct me, and then I keep calling you the wrong name, like, that's on you now. Like, I've been calling you this for 3 weeks. Why didn't you say anything? Oh,
Is the heater on and the door open? I'm just curious.
Jason, the heat is on and the door is open for a few minutes.
Strange combination.
It's not a strange combination. This side of my body wants heat and this side of my body wants fresh air. It makes perfect sense. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Of course it does. I meant to send my mom a message telling her how I felt about a black sheep because I never get invited to her family things, and it went to the family group chat. Oh well, now they know. I once sent a booth call to a guy. We were out, but ended up sending it to an old boyfriend we haven't seen in years. What's a booth call? You probably spelled that wrong. What's a booth call? Wanted to send a text to a grandson saying I hadn't told his dad where I saw him on 360. Sent it to his dad by mistake, and we were both in trouble. Isn't that weird how that door just shut on its own? So weird. Different subject. Are you and Lady Di doing 10 weeks of holiday cookies? Please say yes. Yes, we are. So I'm not sure when it starts, but that's the plan. When I moved here to Jersey, I found a driver's license. There were 2 dates on it, the birthday and the day you received it. Both dates were mine and my son's. Coincidence or a miracle? That's crazy. Yeah, my friends usually correct anyone that mispronounces it. Lorene, I've never met another Lorene. Is that a combination of like Maureen and something else? What are you doing? You had to put a jacket on just to be dramatic?
Chilly. It's a crisp, beautiful fall morning.
Wow. Yeah, makes sense on AC on 70, but the space heater. Thank you. It is very cold today. Oh, she meant booty call. Okay, thanks, Holly. I didn't. Booth call. I work in a bank. I wear a name tag, and 3 different people have called me Debbie. I've told them no, she's been gone for 6 Lisa. He is brave. That was a brave move that he just did. I had a sub that was great. Thought her name was Stacy. It was Nancy. We became friends, and to this day, I call Stacy Nancy. We just call her Nancy. Yeah, he did choose violence. I refuse to put the heat on until November.
That's a good person.
Is that what we're doing?
December, post Thanksgiving.
You're not. It's not. It's cold at Thanksgiving.
We have a fireplace.
So this house was built in 1909. Is that still considered colonial times? It's a center hall colonial. I'm going to say colonial times. When's colonial then?
Like 1750.
It's pretty close. Either way, I feel like Jason wants us to continue living colonial. Like no heat, stuff like that. I think I have to start churning butter. Jason is like my dad about the doors and heat. Yeah, there's a little heater right here. It's a girl's name for Lawrence, which was my dad's name. I was the fifth girl. Gonna be in the high 80s in Wisconsin. Oh, that's nice.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, here's Missy in the middle of hot flashes. It's not cold. I'm finally comfortable for the first time in months. Missy has her own heating blanket. She could sweat in an ice box. Like that I said ice box? Where did this come from exactly? Where did
I
this
opened it last night. I'll have to dry out a little bit. Smoked salmon. Try it. It's delicious.
Does anybody eat smoked salmon? I think it's weird.
It's delicious.
I think it's weird. I enjoy salmon. It smells.
Try it.
No.
And you dry it out a little bit, it's even better.
No. There's nothing appealing to me about smoked salmon. Yeah, we're pre central heat, that is for sure. There's radiators here. Love the locks. Yeah, in sushi, fine. On a platter, blackened with the capers, good. Oh my God, it smells so bad.
It smells like smoke.
I love smoked salmon with some schmear on a bagel. Oh, babe, you gotta put that back in the fridge.
Oh, come on, now it's
Babe, it
now it's
smells. Hyperbole. This is what I'm saying.
hyperbole.
This is how he curses at me with big words. He did it in the car with Shikendra in front of people. And he said prognosticator and prognostication. And she heard it. And I was like, do you see how aggressive he talks? And then he just said hyperbole. It is a radiator. Babe, what is that called?
Radiator.
Babe, it's a radiator. It radiates heat.
Does it?
Yeah, this one does. That's exactly how you spell prognostication. You know what would help the smell if I open this door? Thank you, E. Bargain bin Sandra Bullock. You're not wrong.
Who said that?
So I'm gonna put it on my
Somebody
list.
needs a
I'm
little.
gonna put it on my list.
slap
I
in the
said to
face
Jason,
for that.
Jason, I'm keeping a record of some of the worst pickup lines that I get. And what was yesterday's?
Sandra Bullock is a bargain bin of Dena Blizzard.
Okay, you don't have to get mad. You've been eating all the Frosted Flakes, lady. That's so far my favorite. These are solid. I'm about to make some covers for my radiators. They get so hot. Really? I'm wondering how much. So this one used to be under a cabinet, and the island, the whatever. It used to be covered a bit. So I'm hoping that it gets warm. There's 3 radiators. See how dumb that sounds? In this space, and it's still cold.
Well, they're not on.
No, I know that, but even when they were on last season, it was so cold. She was like, I didn't spell that right. I saw it, Judy. I was like, Judy, I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it either. Oh, wait. So Brooke was telling me a funny story. So Brooke ever since she was a kid, has like, has a fear of throwing up, right? There's a name for it. Like kids get real anxious about throwing up, right? So she's working with her therapist on, what's it called? Exposure therapy, right? So I was like, what is she gonna like get people to throw up around you? She goes, no, we start by talking about it. She goes, now I'm gonna say a few words and you tell me if me saying the word throw up, like does that, right? So this idea is that you exposed to, like, I think I'm gonna hurl. So Brooke was like, okay, go ahead, hit me, right? Because, you know, when she was younger, if she heard somebody throw up over there, she'd start running. She would run. I practiced on the big stage yesterday. Oh, Madeline, make sure you record it. And she would run. So anyway, so I said, okay, so how'd it go? She said, well, she started saying all these different words. And I was like, okay. She goes, well, she said throw up. I said, okay. She goes, well, then she said hurl. And I said, okay. She goes, then she said upchuck. And I said, okay. And then she started saying weird words. I go, like what? She goes, she said, toss your cookies. And I was like, oh yeah. She goes, what does that even mean? I'm like, well, that would be like, if you were a looker, you would probably say, I'm gonna toss my cookies. And it was like all of these funny words. There was another one. I forget what the other one was. But it was just like all of these like sayings that I guess, you know, people just don't use for throwing up. But I was like, listen, girl, one day you're gonna have a baby, and when that baby's thrown up, you can't walk away. You can't run away from your baby. You understand what I'm saying? Like barf. Yeah, I think that was in the ones that she knew. But there was like another one that was like a turn of phrase, and she was like, I have no idea what they're talking about. Lose your lunch. That probably was, she goes, you're gonna lose your lunch. And she was like, what are you even saying? Toss your cookies. Mm-hmm. But it was funny. I guess I never used those terms. Hurl, yeah. But it is interesting, don't you think, that my ex-best friend would run when her daughter threw up. Yeah, you can't do that. That's probably wrong. Pray to the porcelain god. Oh, I'll have to tell her that one. Is I think it's so interesting that when we were younger, there was no such thing as exposure therapy. Have you guys heard about this more and more, right? That like more, I believe in it. Like I feel like if I'm afraid of something, I have to move towards it. I have to like, I mean, I think that's why I'm kind of drawn to stand up, because nobody would ever do that on purpose, subject themselves to the torture that is stand-up comedy. Arthur before she was 2, can't handle puke, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not good. I've not heard of it until now, like right now, like this very second. I get a full panic attack, I feel like I'm vomiting, yeah. Margaret, do you want me to go through some of the words with you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, but so they do exposure therapy with lots of things. Like I do not enjoy heights, and I do not enjoy like enclosed spaces, like claustrophobia. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Diana had a real fear of flying before. Now she's a champ. Real fear of like getting on boats, but then she moved past it. Mm-hmm. So it was like a whole thing. It's the newest thing. Trevor, I had 2 things, mice and flying. I don't want exposure to get. I'm fine being a scaredy cat, exactly. Like, do not bring me to the top of a mountain. I'm good. I will stay down here. I don't like bridges. Exactly. If I'm on a bridge, I have to drive all the way to the left and in the middle. I I don't need to, no, I'm good. Yeah, feeling colonoscopies we're still dealing with. Mm-hmm. All my tall friends have a fear of heights. My shorty self is fine with it. Mm-hmm. It says one funny mother, but you haven't laughed once. Well, you missed the day that Lulu farted. And I was tickled, for sure. But you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, Sharon. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anywho. So listen, it's Friday, everybody. And, it's about how to deal with a teacher. She would do, you could do everything else. Mm-hmm. The Phillies game, yeah. That's why next year's Phillies game, we asked everybody, we said to everybody that came last year, would you rather, have the ticket prices stay low and we sit next to Jesus, or pay a little bit more money and then we're down with normal people? And everybody said a little bit more money. So next year, girl, we gonna be on the field. We gonna be on the field. We be in a dugout. Yeah, Jeremy's catching. That's how close we're gonna be. We're gonna be that close. Jeremy is gonna bat. Jim is pitching. It's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. No, Tiffany Hall, that sounds awful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I live far for it to be on a weeknight. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of them, we go when they have, certain specials, so that it's usually cheaper, so. But now that we've said, oh, girl, we gonna spend the money and do the Phillies right. Mm-hmm. Brian, you could be the ump. Mm-hmm. I know, Allison, finally, when that would have come in handy. Did he retire or did he go somewhere else? Are we too young to retire? How old is he? Anyway, so that's what's happening. All right, everybody, that's it. It's time to go. So it's Friday. That's the good news. Bad news is it's fall. Unless you love pumpkins. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You would all better make a plan to go pumpkin picking, or a maze, or a prison tour. That's weird if you're not in Philly. But they have prison haunted houses. There's an old prison here. Now I heard Lori Loughlin and her husband separated, Janice, but I didn't hear that they're divorcing. I heard they've taken a minute. Listen, I didn't think they were going to make it past the scandal a couple of years ago, but something. The maze, Brooke. So you better get your fall on. You better do something for fall. Don't sit here. Mm-hmm. We joke that he retired. Yeah. So you better go plan something. Look around. There's a fall festival. Do not come back. Do not make it to November and be like, I didn't do anything for fall. Do something. Pennhurst Asylum. That's what I'm looking for. Eastern State Penitentiary. Mm-hmm. That counts. A bunch of fall designs. That'll count. Mm-hmm. I got lost in a corner maze once. Never again. Lorene, I went to one with the kids, and when you went in the maze, they gave you this flag that was just super high, and somebody was on a chair, watching, and they would watch the flags as people moved through, because people were getting lost, and they'd be like, "You Blue, you're not gonna get out because of that." Just so you know, Andrea, I have used my new I keep saying Costco knife, Cutco knife, every day. Last night I made pulled chicken, and it said I bought these chicken breasts, and it said I had to cut them this way because they were too thick. They were like, if they're real thick, you got to cut them this way. And Jason and I looked at each other and he was like, get the new knife. And I was like, it was like butter. It's like butter. Mm-hmm. No, Jeremy, let's make a plan. Let's do a crossover event. Mm-hmm. Where we meet somewhere in Delaware. We do a maze. Mm-hmm. Where do you get these Cutco knives? We need a good one. I don't know. Andrea got it somewhere. And I mean, I think they're ridiculous amounts of money. And this was my Christmas present, my birthday present, my graduation, when I got my period. She put all of my presents into one and got me this knife, and it has changed my life. And, but you should just see us making this. It was this. I made quick barbecued shredded chicken. It was quick and it was good. But I bought these big chicken breasts, and it said right in there, Cutco online. You wait for a sale, she said. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can we go to Delaware and just meet at Total Wine? I mean, why wouldn't we? I don't know. All right, that's it, everybody. Well, have a great day, blessed day. Do all the things. Go make some plans for October. There's still a lot of time. Go do something fun. But thanks for watching, and have a great day, blessed day, all the things, and I'll see you Monday morning. All right, bye-bye.